Happy Monday, everybody. It is Ruthie Rocks, and we are in sunny, hot Las Vegas. Yes, it is a beautiful, beautiful time this year. I think we hit a record for the most days in a row without being in triple digits. I forget who told me that, but I think we beat it by 3 or 4 days. I might have heard it on the news. Anyway, how is everybody today? We have inventory that is sinking a little bit. We only have 43 days of inventory. Oh dear, oh dear. But it's okay. We keep churning. Last month we were selling 102 homes per day, which was excellent. So far this month it's 49, but it's just because it's the beginning of the month, and that will, as we get to the 15th, we'll see where the trend is going. Last July, last July we were doing 86 homes per day, but last year was an anomaly probably. We were doing in the 2023 average, we're doing 88 sales per day. Last year to date, we were doing 124 homes a day. Now, if you look at last year overall, I'm sorry, we were doing 101 because toward the end of the year, things changed a little bit. So we're really more in the normal zone for June when you think of the year-to-date comparison with the June number of 102, which was excellent. Now I checked the median price today, and it's a little higher, but again, that will probably come down in the next 4 or 5 days. We'll see by probably next Monday. I suspect it's going to come down. It's over 450 right now, but again, I'm not going to quote it because it's not a month for us to really register it as such. So using that figure of $450,000 for the median priced home, we listed 27 this past couple days, Saturday, Sunday, and that gives us a total of 1,003 single family homes that are active, and that's 30% of the market. Now the market's 4,476 total homes, but the 30% is of the single family homes, which is 3,313. And I thought I might have seen Jimmy pop on, but I don't see him yet. He might just pop on. Anyway, let's see. High rises, 307 are available. Condos, 466 are available. Townhomes, 390 available. And of course, the single family homes, 3,313. And I will tell you that across the nation, inventory is down 25%. Across the United States, inventory is down 25%. So it's not just Las Vegas, it is across the nation. And of course, we blame it on the interest rates. We are blessed here in Vegas. We have been selling 971 new homes per month. And the reason why it's up from last year even, the reason being is that the lenders are actually buying down the rate for the buyers. So they are able to buy brand new homes. Now, even though the price is higher, okay, the average price of a new home is, I think, $550,000. So even though that price is higher, because they buy down the interest rate, they possibly are getting a brand new home for the same price or the same payment, that they would be getting a resale that is not brand new. And it would be a $450,000 home. So do you see what I'm saying? Over here, you buy a resale for $450,000 with a high interest rate. Let's say your payment's $2,600. Over here, they buy down the rate. Sorry, forgot about that. always, right? Better turn my husband's off too, because we'll be hearing Mission Impossible. Anyway, so over here you have the $450,000 home with a higher, let's say 6.5% interest rate. Over here you have a brand new home, $550,000 value. However, they buy the interest rate down, so the payments are about the same. So guess what? They're going to buy the newer home, and the payments might be even lower. They're throwing in upgrades, I understand, so on and so forth. And we had a class on Friday, and Tom Lachesky says that he fought for his buyer. He negotiated, right? What do people want from us? They want honesty, and they want us to be able to negotiate. So he was able to negotiate with the builder to bring down the interest rates. And I think it was quite substantial. I'm not going to quote it because I'm not sure of my memory at this point. But anyway, congratulations, Tom, a great negotiator. And Jimmy says we're going to have a negotiation class before the summer's over, but we're also scheduled to have one in the fall. And it's a general class about negotiating. It's an incredible class. Jimmy wrote it from all the things that Jimmy reads. He reads Chris Voss, who was the negotiator for the FBI, among a myriad of other people. And his class is excellent. And it's the number 2 thing that the buyers and sellers want from us, to be able to negotiate. So it's an important part of our skill set. Moving down here, oh, the $1 Million Homes, my goodness, it's holding steady there at 3.7. I think it was 3.7. No, it was 3.8. So it's hovered down a little bit by 0.1%. But we'll see. But it was up at 3.8 last week. But anyway, we're still, I mean, it's going to hit 4. I believe it's going to hit 4. When I heard over the weekend that there's a builder in McDonald Highlands that has 14, now listen to this, everybody, 14 new builds, and they only build $1 million plus homes. Those 14 new builds that they are building are all over $5 million. It's incredible. People are moving here from California, I'm assuming, for the most part, with money, because they made so much money on their homes in California, and they're bringing that money here and getting a newer home, probably, a newer home and a bigger home, or a more decked out home than they were in California, had in California. So that's what the play is. I mean, I haven't heard the quarterly report from Applied Analysis, but 3 months ago, it was still holding at 8 people, and now we're moving here. And 35% of those 8 people now are moving here were from California, and they're bringing money. So we are I say all the time, we're such an insulated market, which is fantastic. I'm having a class today with Jimmy, and I'm going to be running probably a little late today, which is not unusual. I usually zoom in here. It's 8 miles from my home here from my building, 8400 West Sahara, and the training center, where Jimmy will be teaching today broker management. Pay attention. It's a fantastic class, even if you're not a broker. It's things that you want to know what your broker is going through. And we talk a little bit in the class about how agents need to be bringing things to brokers, and why, and how brokers are supposed to help, and how brokers are supposed to recruit, retain, and be able to retain and train our agents. So all good things. So the market is what it is. The investor, owner, non-owner occupied, I should say, because some of these are second homes, 23% of the market. We're selling 21 a day, and we've sold all 3,854 so far this year. And we do this by quarter because that's how the report goes, where I get the stats. Anything else of remarkable information here? I don't think so. I think we covered pretty much everything. So let's move on here. I have a couple things. Let's see. I was able to complete my social media strategist certification. Now, I completed it, all this material plus 10 hours of videos being trained. And then it took me probably 8 hours to complete the testing. I mean, there was a lot of testing. First of all, a written test. Okay, fine. Then we had to produce a essay. Exactly. Yeah. And that was not easy, but once you get rolling, and I didn't use ChatGPT, by the way. I used, because you have to use real life experiences. So they don't know my real life yet. And then you have to create a PowerPoint, take a client that, or a friend that you would like to be a client, take that person and go all across the internet on every platform that that person is on and critique every aspect. They have different aspects of that person's delivery, of the person's context, of the do's and don'ts that they're doing. And anyway, it was quite awesome. The PowerPoint was I thought, oh, I'm good. I can do a PowerPoint. Yeah, right. That's that took me the longest, wouldn't you know? Anyway, I will find out if I have been certified in a couple days. And when I get that notice, I will schedule a class, and it will be a 10-hour class, everybody, and it will be the same testing I did. But you will become a social media strategist. And if you don't think it's important, that you must have a great farm and great referrals. Amen. God bless you. But if you don't have that, and you're looking to start that, or you're looking to, if you're brand new, it's not a bad idea to get into social media, because it is the relationship building platform that you are going to be known, liked, and trusted. That's how that works. Anyway, on with one other thing, and then I'm going to see if I might get down there on time, because Jimmy didn't show up today. I'll tell you why. You know, every time that Jimmy does a class, he reviews what he did the last time, and then he determines from what he did the last time what has changed. That's why his classes are always relevant, because he looks at the whole, and he may have 170 slides, because I've seen it on his screen over there, because I'm sitting right beside him. And then he moves them around, or he gets new information, or he goes out to YouTube and pulls in a new video, or uses some information that he's gleaned since the last time he taught the class. That's how he keeps these classes up to date and relevant. So, and he's, you know, it's so funny. On Friday, I think it was, I just told a funny, well, I don't know, it was a crazy joke, and it just hit his funny bone. And Jimmy laughed so hard, he was leaning against the wall and he couldn't stop laughing. Well, you know how laughing's contagious. I started laughing. The class started laughing. We had so much fun, and we try to make it fun. And Jimmy is just amazing. I am so blessed to be his sidekick over there, interrupting him and going off on tangents and things that he's like, you know, like, he only has 3 hours, and he's got to follow what the division approved the class. A division proves these class. So anyway, it's just it's a fun time with Jimmy, and he gets raving reviews. So if you haven't taken one of his classes, I would highly recommend you do so. Go to bee.vegas, and I think you'll see the whole schedule for the year, and you can figure out what classes you want to take. You can come in live, get a free lunch, or if we do it in the afternoon, we have a happy hour, and then determine, you can Zoom from home or you can come into the classroom. If you Zoom from home, you can sign up. If it's a 10 o'clock class, the last 10, 15 minutes, you can sign up, you know, because Kane's wizard. He's got everything like bing, 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 bing. So you can go in there, put your credit card in there, sign up, and within 15 minutes, you're signed up and you're in the class. Or you can just walk into the classroom. You know, we always have extra chairs. We have about 25 people that we can handle in that room, which is fantastic. And so just walk in and pay your $20 and away you go. So we try to make it easy peasy, because we know continuing education is so important. And the division has given us the edict that we have to do more hours. So anyway, on with one other thing I want to show you today, and then I am going to be on my way. And that is, when I was doing my certification, I picked Pinky. Pinky knows Naples. I picked Pinky and used her as my sample. And it was really enlightening, because, I mean, to me, Pinky's perfect. Well, Pinky's not perfect. And there's things that I could probably help her with. I hate to ever say I could teach Pinky anything, because Pinky, she used to work for Fox News as a reporter back in the day in Florida. She has her degree in communications. So Pinky is the real deal. And Pinky knows branding, as we know, and her branding is incredible. There are little tweaks here and there that could possibly catapult her to another level, although she has done tremendously since she started doing social media. She was making under $100,000 a year. Now I think she and her husband are making over $250,000 a year in real estate because of her presence on social media and her ability to do the things right that need to be done. However, there's a couple things I could teach Pinky, like she should have a Google business page. Anyway, I want to show you this today. I give you the stats, and I want to show you how Pinky has a green screen here. You need to learn how to do that. I have a downloadable guide that talks about how you do it on all the platforms. It's 1 through 10, every little step you have to do to be able to do this. It's very easy, but once you know it, it's easy. Well, let's watch Pinky, because this is how she takes her stats and gives them to her audience.
Talk a little real estate. Let's stop and talk a little real estate here in Naples. The board just put out the latest market update. So this is comparing last year to this year. I want you to look at days on market. That's how long a house is on the market typically before it gets sold. 53. That's up 231%. That means houses are staying on the market longer. Then we look at the inventory. It is up 64%, almost 3,000 homes, condos on the market right now in the Naples area. So that means the inventory is starting to creep back up. Really good news if you're a buyer. Now, new listings though, they are down 25%. So we're not seeing a flood of houses come on the market. So if you're wanting to sell, it's still a really good time, because even though this inventory is creeping up, it's still half of what it was pre-pandemic.
So I think that is some example that you could use. And this is on TikTok. And then she repurposes that over to Instagram. And this is within the time limit to use it as a reel and or a story and all of the above. So anyway, I think she did a very good job with the green screen. There's a couple things that I learned that she could do to make more engagement and get some more leads. And one of the things that when I did my class, the whole object was that in 90 days to get, let me see if I can find it here real quick. To generate 2,000 leads in 90 days based on the ways to drive business to you. So anyway, just saying, I could help Pinky a little bit. Maybe they have enough business. Not, that's fine. I'm not trying to get in anybody's way or criticize anybody. Just help people if they want help. You have a beautiful day. Hopefully I will be back on Wednesday with Jimmy. We'll see. There's no class on Wednesday, so hopefully we can get together, but Jimmy's very busy right now. And hopefully if he's not here, I'll be here. Love you all. Bye-bye.